Boom. Whenever I do this, I don't know when that thing's going to end and when it's going to start, but I'm Coach Mike. This is the MDM show. We got a special, beautiful guest here, Danny Walsh. I think he's waiting backstage right now. We're going to talk about things, technology, marketing, funnels, maybe even talk about a little bit about AI. We're going to be on here for about 15, 20 minutes. So batten down the hatches, put your seatbelts on, grab a cup of coffee, and we'll see you guys in a bit. I'm going to see if I can go find Danny here right away, though, and then we can get our conversation. See if he's think he's back. I think he's back here somewhere, but we'll go find him and see if we can find him somewhere. I think he's back here somewhere. I gotta press a couple buttons. There he is. Boom.
Hey,
there he is. Danny, how's it going, buddy?
how we doing? Hey,
good. Oh yeah. We got we coordinated that. We told each other to wear those t-shirts. That's right. That's right. Yeah, we're not supposed to say that though. Cool. So this is Danny Walsh. It's an honor to have him on the show here. I met him on, I met him through Secrets of Success through Russell Brunson's world, and then we met live at Funnel Hacking Live in Vegas. So it's pretty cool to have him on here. So why don't you tell a little bit about yourself, where you came from, where you are now, and where you're going, Danny? That'd be pretty cool, and then we can get into some stuff.
Hey, thanks so much, Mike, for having me on the show. It's been a while since Vegas, right?
Yeah.
So my name's Danny Walsh. I was the guy that would always fix people's computers, and then I started building websites, and I started turning ideas into businesses, and I've been doing this for a long time, and I've been doing this since the days of CD burning. So people would ask me, "Hey, Danny, come and fit the CD writer into my computer." So that's a hot minute, right?
Napster,
and all the things. So I'm in the UK, and I've been around businesses and web design and technology and all of the things for many, many years. I've always turned ideas into ways of making money, and around that, we've always built communities. So lots of experience doing lots of things: marketing, websites, funnels, all of the things. And just like you mentioned, I am in Russell Brunson's world. I do look after communications at ClickFunnels right now. Ask me anything. How can I serve? How can I add value to your audience?
Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. So ClickFunnels, you talked about technology, fixing computers. So how did do you remember your first experience when you got into the world of fixing? Like how did that even happen? Do you remember the first time that happened, or how you got into that world?
Oh man, yeah, for sure. I remember I always wanted a PC, always wanted a computer. And this started from an early age, family members, computer games and things like Encarta. I think it was like the old encyclopedia, the CD, you put that in, and the internet wasn't even a thing back then.
Yeah.
We had an AOL account, and over the years, people started to get into this thing about CD burning. I was into music as well. And things kind of took off from there. When I was 18, we actually had our first ever music business. We all wanted to be DJs and MCs. And we knew that the internet, as it was emerging back then, sort of like the dot-com boom, we knew that the internet would be a way to get our music into the hands of people. So we were burning CDs, we were going to the raves and the underground music events, and we was like, hey, we need a website. And that's where it really started, around sort of 17, 18. We borrowed a guy's credit card. We didn't even have a credit card. We bought a domain name. We didn't really know what we were doing. And because I was the kid who loved technology and fixed things for people, they were like, Danny, figure out this website game. And fast forward 25 years, we're still here, still doing the thing, but technology's just moved on a little bit.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you were in the music world, you're DJing, you're getting the stuff out there, then you didn't know what you're doing, which a lot of people don't right now, and that they figure it out, and then you just figured it out and got everything out there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, just click stuff, and if you break it, fix it, because there's always a tutorial somewhere, right? Back then, there was no YouTube or live like this. It would have cost a fortune to do any of the things that we've got now. And you mentioned AI and where we actually are in terms of time right now. It's the best time ever to be building some kind of business, turning an idea into money, into a community. We did music, we did fishing, we did underground radio, we did sport, we did all sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It's a lot.
Yeah, AI, artificial intelligence. That's kind of, it's not new, but it's kind of new, and people are starting to learn about that. How much do you know about artificial intelligence with the online space and that kind of stuff?
Oh man, I think you see these like I'm an AI expert kind of guys. Well, it's not been around that long for
Yeah.
enough people to be experts right now. But the way that it works, and because it's so intuitive, the fact that you can prompt, just like you've got an assistant sat next to you in the office. If I was working with, some guys in an office 10, 15 years ago, I'd be like, hey man, we need this website. Hey man, we need this design. We need this graphic. That's how I kind of learned Photoshop. There was a guy called Dave, and Dave worked with us for a while, and Dave would always make these amazing like leaflets and posters and flyers that we could like do for the music and the youth activities. And one day I said, Dave, how are you doing this stuff? He's like, that's easy, man. That's Photoshop. Well, now AI, ChatGPT, and all of the things, that's kind of like having Dave. But Dave doesn't sleep, he doesn't quit, he doesn't like go on holiday or anything. So it's like, hey man, how do I make a perfect leaflet? And it's like, whoa, do this thing.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's relatively new. Yeah.
So new. And again, the best time to be doing things. I've just turned myself into like a funnel hacker in a plastic box that's on the shelf in the toy shop. Everybody seems to be doing this crazy trend. You ask ChatGPT, turn this photo into like a funnel hacker in a little plastic package, and everyone's using these things, making yourself look like a toy box kind of thing. These are interesting times. You can also get it to make silly videos or whatever the case may be. But I kind of like to use AI to build things of use.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're dialing in the background.
I got a phone going on. I got a phone going on.
We need AI to answer the phone, right? So AI is going to be like, hey, and it will do that. You can actually have an AI that answers your calls for you. So like, what is the excuse, I guess, is the question that I would ask people. Why are you not taking an idea, plugging it into AI, asking it for help, and then you talk to your buddies and you go on YouTube, or you go online, you go in communities, and you get somebody to help you take that idea over the line. It's the best time ever to be doing something fun.
Yeah, people can kind of do almost whatever they want now. And if you got the AI assistant, ChatGPT, and whatever else is out there, and people like yourself, it's like, you can turn anything you kind of want to into an online business and grow it from there however you want. Because there's the capabilities are like, even we're doing this right now, like you said, it would have cost, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of dollars to do an online stream across the world. So it's like only certain news stations can do that, and now anybody can do basically anything.
100%. When we did internet radio at one point, and I think the server bill alone was like $500 a month, and we were just some dudes in a garage trying to play DJ, equipment and different things. To do that on a big professional scale, you were into thousands, and we could never afford that stuff. We did what we could, but it was still like $500 a month, which was crazy. And now you can just turn on like your phone and go live and stream. The possibilities are endless, and the power that we literally have on our cell phones in our hand right now, that gives people power, but it also gives people the ability to get lost in social media or silly videos or pointless stuff, right? So anybody watching this, if you're thinking, oh, this sounds great and I'd love to start a business, or I'd love to launch something and turn an idea into money, into a community, and make an impact on people's lives, try to be a creator rather than a consumer. Get the AI to help you, but take those steps towards creating rather than consuming, and you start to see things happening in your life, in your business. It's a great place to be.
Yeah, creating instead of consuming. That's a key phrase right there. Be a creator instead of consumer, because then you can take advantage of the technologies that we have going on right now. Oh, we got a frozen. That's okay. What happened? Well, I'll keep going here. So if I don't know if you can hear me, and that's going to come on right away. So Danny and I met. There we go. Are you still there? Yeah.
Still here. Yeah.
So how did you get into Russell? How long have you been in Russell Brunson's world as a funnel hacker and then into the Secrets of Success, which is relatively new as well? How did you get into that world?
Yeah, so man, 10 years ago, I had as part of what I do, I had a web design company, and we had like 100 clients. That's how I paid the bills, right? And one day, the phone was ringing more than yours was a few minutes ago, and I had all these calls, and I was like, people never ring me at this time, and I started answering these calls, and guys were like, "Hey man, my website's gone down," and I'm like, "Huh." So I go on the server to try and figure out the problem, and the phone's still ringing, and I'm like, "Oh, this is crazy." And I ring the server company up, and they're like, they've got all this like hour-long delay to get to speak to somebody, which was unusual. There's been this like server problem, things have broken, things are not working. I've got all these customers going crazy. And I'm like, cool, well, let's run the backup and let's get this thing back online. And they're like, the backup's fried as well. I'm like, oh. So I needed to rebuild like 90 websites.
Holy. Yeah. Small technical difficulty at the moment. Maybe he's going to come in quick. Coming in hot and heavy. It's quite all right. Technology is great. Sometimes it's always great. Sometimes it takes a little bit of this stuff to do. I don't know if you can hear me right now, but he's stuck. He's frozen again in frozen land. But that is okay. So he's talking about how he's helping people with website design, and then their websites go down, and he's got to get onto the server. He's probably still talking right now. I don't know if he is, or who you can actually see and who you can actually talk to. And then, yeah, to be able to do that, to know what to look for in something that's down. And then if you have to go the help desk, and then if they're an hour and a half, it's good to have someone like Danny to be able to go in there and it's like, know what he's looking for and know how to change and know how to fix it and get things up and running, just like whatever's stuck right now or frozen right now, how you go about getting this unstuck. But that's okay too. Oh, he's out, but he'll have to come back in. Hopefully he comes back in. We only got about, there he is. Let him back in. Boom. There we go.
Seems to be a connection error. My internet's still on. I'm not sure if there's there
we
problem.
Go.
What's going on? But
yeah.
Apologies. So websites went down and I needed a solution. And that's when I discovered ClickFunnels. And that was like 10 years ago. I've used ClickFunnels ever since. I've built businesses. I've done 2 Comma Club and all of the things. And a couple of years back, I came back into the ClickFunnels world after COVID. We've changed things around in the business. We had a couple of children as well. And we're like, hey, we just want to go back into the funnel world. And came back into this world and got to know a few people at ClickFunnels on Russell's team. I reached out to Russell, spoke to Russell, and managed to secure an opportunity to help out in like the Facebook communities and different things at ClickFunnels. Nice, Fast forward 2 years, and now I look after communications. I also work with Justin at Secrets of Success. I've traveled around, been involved in lots of events and lots of cool stuff going on at ClickFunnels. You'll see me on the lives, you'll see me on the groups, and all of that's based on the experience, I guess, of doing all of the things I've done online, all of the things I've done with people, all of the podcasts, lives, and more. And that comes down to my ability, I guess, to want to help and want to make an impact on the lives of people, business owners, entrepreneurs. The last thing we want is people having to face that horrible phone call when somebody says, hey, my website's down. So contributing to ClickFunnels means that I can contribute to the lives of many. And it's a great place. It's a great team, and obviously working for Russell.
Cool. We're frozen again. That's okay. We only got a couple more minutes here anyway. Hopefully we can get unfrozen. I don't know if my internet, but yeah, you never know with the internet. It's there we go. Gonna just keeps drop. It's okay. Yeah. Well, we'll have to keep going here. I don't know if he's going to pop back in and pop back out to say goodbye. He's got a couple things he can share with you. It's been great having Danny on the show here. He's got to fly right away. I don't know if he's going to pop back in or pop back out. Thank you, Danny, very much. Appreciate you taking the time to come back on here and to see. Yeah. I'm just going to see if I can message him here. Here, I'm just gonna send them a quick. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Speaking about fixing technology, yeah, it's Restream. Yeah. Da, do, 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 do. Excelente. Yeah. Yeah, technology is good. Can you imagine if you're watching TV, because the TV streams when you're watching TV, you're watching the sports game, and all of a sudden it's like the best play going on right now. Best player in the Super Bowl. There's like 1 minute left in the game, and the TV just goes down because it's a bad connection. That'd be brutal. But yeah, they have to have all those safeguards in place. I don't know how to do that. We can and do it again. Everything is well. It's okay. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, see if you can come back in again. And then, yeah, if you're in the last minute of the Super Bowl and things are like this, that's kind of what it's doing. But yeah, Danny's a great guy. Met him at Funnel Hacking Live. He's been doing this for a long time. Those are the types of guys you need around you in your world to help you, guide you, direct you with the online space areas. We'll get him in here one more time.
Hey.
Beauty. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it doesn't matter. So we'll wrap it up here. Again, appreciate it.
Technology must work. I've got 3 principles, right? Technology must work is the first one. And sometimes there's gremlins. Let's do this again. We'll invite you onto one of ours as well as return the favor, because Mike, you're doing great things. It was great to connect and great to be here, to even if it was for a short while. I don't know what's going on because everything's working. I'm like, but I guess that's about persevering, right? With any kind of online problem.
And then you got a couple of things. I checked out your Facebook page. You have a couple of sites that people can go if they're looking for some tools. You have some tools, down here.
It's
in the ticker at the GPT custom
stuff out. And if people want to get a trial or sign up or get a discount on anything, because it's you, Mike, if they reach out to Mike, say, hey, I want Danny's stuff, Mike will talk to me and I'll make sure you get a list of a bunch of cool stuff you can try for free. You can have a go. You can give you some bonuses and some goodies and more. And don't forget, get involved in the ClickFunnels community as well. We've got a free Facebook group there of 300,000 other entrepreneurs. If you need any help with any of the AI or anything like that, more than happy to offer a helping hand. It's about serving, it's about giving, it's about showing up and working together. So even in this short time, I've had a lot of fun. I'm sorry we've had the tech problems.
It's cool. But yeah, thank you very much. It's just good to have a little bit of your time so you can talk to the people and just interact with myself too. I love it. Awesome.
I think just to sort of close out, if people are thinking about building something online, turning an idea into some kind of venture, speak to Mike. And if we want to do like a workshop or something of longer time in the future, we can do that. I'm stateside in a few weeks as well, so I'll be over the pond. There's lots of opportunities to connect and do more. And Mike, keep doing what you're doing. I'm following the show. I'm enjoying everything you're putting out there. It's been a pleasure to join you today.
Yeah, thanks, Danny. I appreciate it too. It was awesome to meet you finally, because I love the face-to-face meeting you in Vegas there at Funnel Hacking Live. That was pretty sweet.
100%. I appreciate you and appreciate everybody on here. Thank you. And we'll see everybody on the next one.
All right. See ya. Thanks, Danny. See you guys later. Have a good one.